Namaskar, I am Gaurish Borkar, and today we will learn about the 11th stanza from Bruhat Jataka. The stanza has a lot of content, so let's see what it has for us. The stanza is like this: Krura Saumya Purushavanite Charagadvidehaha Pragadishaha Kriyavrushranruyu Karkata Satrikonaha Martandendvo Rayuji Samabhe Chandrabhanvoscha Hore Drekkana Syu Swabhavana Sutta Tritrikonadhipanam. This is the stanza in Mandakranta meter. Let's see what it means. It means Krura Saumya, the aggressive and the mild. Purushavanite, male and female. Charagadvidehaha, Chara Sthira and Dwiswabhav. Pragadishaha, the lords of the directions. Kriya Rushanruyu. Kriya is Aries, Rusha is Taurus, Nruyu, Karkataha, Gemini and Cancer. Satrikonaha and their trines. Martandendvo Rayuji Samabhe. That means the sun and the moon are the horas of the odd signs, and the moon and the sun are the horas of the even signs. And then the last one, Drekkana Swabhavana Sutta. So Dreshkanas are, they start from the sign itself and their trines. Tritrikonadhipanam. So the lords of the trines on the Dreshkanas. Now let's look at the padas. I quickly explained you. Let's go little deeper. Krura, aggressive. Saumya, mild. Purusha, male. Vanite, female. Te, that. Charagadvidehaha, Chara, Sthira and Dwiswabhava signs. Pragadishaha, owners of the directions. Kriya, Purusha, Dhru and Karkata. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini and Cancer. Satrikona and their trines. Martanda, the sun. Indo, the moon. Ayuji, odd. Samabe, even. Chara, Chandra, the moon. Bhanuvoscha, the sun. Hora, Drekkana, Dreshkan. Syuhu are Swabhavana, from its own sign. Sutta, the fifth. Tritrikonadhipanam, the lords of the three trines. So this is exactly what the padas actually mean. Now let's look at this classification of signs. The classification of signs are basically odd and even. So odd signs are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and even signs are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. The movable, fixed and dual signs. The movable are 1, 4, 7, 10. Fixed are 2, 5, 8, 11. And dual are 3, 6, 9 and 12. So these are the movable signs. This is another classification. Movable, fixed and dual signs. The third classification is the trines. 1, 5, 9. We will take a look at it little later. So let's first understand what is the meaning of this particular classification and how it can be applied. So basically, when we look at the classification of odd and even, it's already explained. The odd signs are aggressive and even signs are mild. So the person born in odd sign is aggressive and in even sign is gentle in nature. In Horary astrology, the objects indicated by odd signs are coarse and indicated by the even signs are fine. And as far as the food is concerned, the food indicated by the odd signs is dry and food indicated by the even sign is soft or with gravy. Odd signs are masculine in nature, even signs are feminine in nature. The person born in odd sign would be strong and stable, and born in even sign would be not so firm and a little shy in nature. When the native has more planets in odd signs, he would be courageous and if the native has more planets in even signs, he may lack courage. When the ascendant and the moon are in odd signs, the native would be courageous. If both of them are in even sign, then the person may be gentle. In the Lagna Lord, now let's look at the next classification. The next classification is about the fixed, movable and dual signs. When the Lagna Lord is in movable sign, the native would by default like to wander. When the Lagna Lord is in fixed sign, the native would like to live at one fixed place, and when the Lagna Lord is in dual sign, the results would be mixed. If the Lagna Lord and the Dasha Lord are transited or are transiting from a movable sign, then the native would travel. If the Lagna Lord and Dasha Lord are transiting from a fixed sign, then the native would be at a fixed place. And when the Lagna Lord and the Dasha Lord transit from a dual sign, the results would be naturally mixed. That is what is the result of the transit. So here we learnt about the from the context of horary astrology, what it means, from the context of natal chart, what it means, and from the context of transits, what it means. So all three aspects of fixed, movable and dual signs is covered. Let's go further and see what the commentary says. In horary astrology, if the Lagna is movable, there would be a change in the situation. If the Lagna is in a fixed sign, or if the Lagna is a fixed sign, then the status quo would be maintained. For example, if the question is about the health issue, then the disease may not be cured, it may continue for a while. In the dual sign, the results would be mixed naturally. Now the next part is the first part of a dual sign is considered as fixed, and the second half of the dual sign is considered as movable. So first half is fixed and the second half is movable. This is for a dual sign. In case when things would happen, then you may consider the first half and the second halves, because second half is movable. Things, if the ascendant degree is in the second half, then things would change. If ascendant degree is in the first half of a dual sign, then things may not change as far as the horary astrology is concerned. The other classification of fixed, movable and dual signs is Dhatu, Mula and Jiva. So the fixed signs are considered as Mula, the movable signs are considered as Dhatu, and the dual signs are considered as Jiva. So Dhatu means naturally lifeless material which can be moved or towed or carried. The Mula means plants which cannot be actually moved, they are actually at a fixed place. And Jiva means living beings which actually mutate or grow themselves. So that is the classification of fixed, movable and dual. Fixed signs are Mula, they are fixed at one place, so plants. The Jiva signs are dual, animals, and Dhatu signs are the ones, they are lifeless objects like metals. That is the other classification. Now let's look at the trines. Here is the next part, and that is the four trines, the Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha, or they are Purusharthas. So 159 is Dharma Purushartha, it actually refers to the administrators. 2, 6, 10 is the Artha Purushartha, it refers to business people. 3, 7, 11 is the Kama Purushartha, it refers to community helpers, and Moksha Purushartha is 4, 8 and 12, and that refers to researchers or consultants and teachers. So this is one more type of classification. These are basically the Purusharthas and the trines. From here, we would go to the Hora. Hora is first Hora and second Hora. The first half of the Rashi and the second half of the Rashi. For odd signs, the first Hora is owned by the Sun and the second Hora is owned by the Moon. And for even signs, the first Hora is owned by the Moon and the second Hora is owned by the Sun. If the Lord of the Hora is with good strength, then the Hora can give the result. Otherwise, it won't give the results of that particular Hora. This is about the Hora. Now let's look at the Drekkana. The Drekkana, there are two views given, and there are few more given in the next stanza. The conventional view, which is used the most, is given first, and that is the first Drekkana of each sign is owned by that particular sign itself, and then the trines from there. This view is actually the most common view. The other view is it is owned by like Navamamsha. So for example, 1, 5, 9, then 10, 2, 6, then 7, 11, 3, and 4, 8, 12. This is another view. This is not so popular, not mentioned in many classical texts as well. So this is about the two views of Drekkana. For Hora, we only have one view. In the next stanza, we will look at two more views, one for Hora and one for Drekkana. So here there is a important mention about the 27th Drekkana as well. The 27th Drekkana from the ascendant indicates the cause of the death of the native, and in Horary astrology, the thief will be represented by the Drekkana and the object will be represented by the Navamsha of the ascendant. So this is exactly how the divisional charts are used in different contexts. In this particular stanza, we learnt about the Hora and Drekkana. These were the two divisions which the Varamira has not explained in the previous stanza. So he covered the other two divisions in this, and now with this we complete all the Shadvargas in this particular, from previous stanzas to this particular stanza. Hope you like this particular video. If you like, and if you want the notifications, then tap on the bell icon, subscribe to the channel, share it with your fellow astrologers, friends, and anyone who is interested in astrology. Namaskar.